So this is new to me. When I was a kid, I was a big Yu-Gi-Oh collector, and I stopped. Never really got into the new ones, but we got these 25th anniversary packs. So yeah, we're gonna open them. We're gonna start with Legend of Blue Eyes. It's the first pack. Only makes sense. And so this may be the only opening video I ever do, or maybe I'll do one for each pack. I bought one of each of the 25th anniversary packs. It's one of those things that now that I'm old enough to do these things on my own, I want to do it all the time. When I was a kid, I could never get booster boxes. But, so I remember there was always like this myth that if you went 7 cards down on the left, you're going to get something rare. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be 7. Let's start with this pack. We got Trial of Nightmare, Electro Whip, and Warrior 1, Hard Armor, Gravedigger Gold. This would be where the super rare would be, but no, we didn't get nothing. Pretty normal. I always think it's funny that the power creep is real with these like TCG games. You know, these were the the meta at the time. There weren't 1900, 2000 horsepower or 2000 attack cards in every deck. Ideally, we'll pull some Exodia stuff, maybe a Blue Eyes, maybe 2. Let's see. Oh, Dark Hole, super rare. That's cool. Put it over there. It was always like kind of dumb when I was a kid. Dark Hole was part of, I think, the Yugi structure deck and maybe the Kaiba structure deck. And when you could get it as like a super rare later, I always felt dumb because it was the same card, but like as you get older you start to realize like, okay, it's not the same card. It might do the same thing, but it's not the same card. Yeah, some of these cards are so weak, like regular 4-star, you can summon without sacrifice, 1400 attack. This one has 1550, that was probably a lot. I remember when Gemini Elf came out and I was like, oh my god, it has 1900 attack. But it was a secret rare, or you had to buy a 10, I forget what the deal was. Either way, it wasn't a super common card. Maybe I should buy a couple of the newer packs just to see kind of what they're like. I don't know if they had the equip cards and that kind of stuff. 1400, you had to sacrifice, but 1600 attack, like that. That's pretty good. Oh, I think I just spoiled that. I think there's a Trihorn Dragon in this. Yeah, sick. The thing that's funny about Trihorn Dragon is like it's a secret rare and it's cool. It's a really cool looking card. But it wasn't as good as the Blue Eyes that was ultra rare, or in every Kaiba starter deck that you bought. It's a cool card. The foil effect and everything. And secret rares are always such cool cards. I'm kind of embarrassed that I knew exactly what secret rare it was just by the first letter. Oh, Hollow Maneater Bug. This is actually a really good box so far. 3 hollows. And same thing with Maneater Bug. Like there was a common version of it, I think, in one of the structure decks. So like having the hollow foil one wasn't really it was cooler because it was shiny, but when you pulled it out of the pack as a 7-year-old, it didn't feel like you got anything different. I don't remember what the other secret rare in this box is. Trihorn Dragon and something else. I don't remember. Obviously, we're not going to get both secret rares. but I don't remember what it was. I think the only secret rare I pulled as a kid was a Solemn Judgment, which was like one of the worst secret rares. I bought all the other ones on eBay. It's gonna bug me that I can't remember what the other secret rare was. It's not the Blue Eyes, and it's not an Exodia piece. Those were all ultra rares. I think Blue Eyes and the 5 Exodia pieces are the 6 ultra rares for this pack, right? There's 10 ultra rares in this set. I don't know what the others were. Red Eyes Black Dragon? I don't know. I can't remember. Pot of Greed. It's always a good one to have. If there was like a retro Yu-Gi-Oh! League, I probably would play that. I mean, there might be, and I just don't know about it. Like I said, I found out that they were making these, and I decided to buy them, and I decided we're going to make videos of them opening just for the sake of nostalgia. I think there's an ultra rare in this one, too. I sort of spoiled that. Let's make Monster Egg, Final Flame, and Gaia the Fierce Knight. That was one of the other ultra rares. But same thing, like it's in the Yugi structure deck. Kind of like didn't have the same effect, but obviously everything's cooler when it's shiny. If you could have a whole deck of foil cards, why wouldn't you, right? For the next video I make, I'm gonna have to prop this thing up a little bit. So far we have what, 2 super rares, 1 ultra rare, 1 secret rare. I think if we get 6 out of a box, I think that's good. Hane or Hane, I don't know how you said that. I remember this one being annoying to play against back in the day. I think there was a foil version of that too in like one of the tournament packs or something. And I remember buying those at some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Events I went to and being like highly underwhelmed to get a bunch of common versions of the same cards I had in common form already. But they said, you know, TP1 or TP2 on them or whatever. And they were the same price for 3 cards. Dragon Capture Jar. I remember that from the anime. Oh, Hollow Celtic Guardian. Nice. They were so like so much more modest back then. Like, you know, you look at the Celtic Guardian or the Man-Eater Bug and it's just little accents are hollow. Like his armor's hollow. I feel like you see some of the ones now that have, you know, the whole card is foil and the lettering is foil and everything. Obviously the ultra rares had foil lettering too, but it's not quite the same. Forest. Yeah, I got 1 of each, so maybe we'll have 5 videos. This looks like it's almost 10 minutes, so maybe we'll do one of each for maybe people watch it, maybe they won't. Maybe if people watch it, I'll buy a whole bunch of it. See if we can get a complete set of the first 5 booster packs. I don't know if anybody else ever noticed this, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards have a very distinct smell. And it brings back some very nostalgic feelings looking at these and having the smell of the ink or whatever it is.